Bailouts are just big money welfare. And isn't that what we want all coloreds to strive for? Why did you write that letter? What was the point?
Well, would you agree with me that colored people is offensive?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying things like we don't cotton to that. I don't. Listen, I'm not saying colored. You're focusing in on colored because you're going to say that the NAACP has the word colored in it. So we're not even going to go there. Let's just go back to your point of your letter.
I don't know how you know what I'm going to say, but what I'm saying is that the term colored people is a highly offensive term. And if Mr. Jealous wishes to speak on behalf of a group of people he calls colored, fine. What he says for that group of people he calls colored is that they don't want freedom. They don't want lower taxes. They don't want less intrusive government. Now, I don't know who these colored people are he's talking about, but that's his word. That's his organization's phrase. I was taught as a small child it was offensive, so I don't use it to refer to anybody except people who call themselves colored.
Okay, past the colored people part, I'm talking about where you say the Tea Party position to end all bailouts, for example, is just silly. Bailouts are just big money welfare, and isn't that what we want all colored? What you're saying that's what he wants black people to strive for, which is bailout. Is that what you're saying? I don't know what
he wants for black people. I only know what he wants for the group in his group, a group called what he calls colored people. And what he and that group are striving for is to undermine the effort to reduce taxes, to make government less intrusive, to end the bailouts.
Well, that is not what he says. That is not what he says. That is not what he says.
Why else would they denounce the Tea Parties?
Let me play another clip. What he's denouncing, he says, and I don't want to speak for anyone, but according to his interview here on MSNBC, he's not denouncing the Tea Party. He points out that there are African-American members, albeit a small number, involved in the Tea Party movement. He wants to eliminate or have leaders like yourself admonish what he describes as racist element.
He's never been to a Tea Party. How would he know?
Let me play what he said, Mark, okay?
We would also really like to get Dick Armey just to listen to what we're saying. Dick, we don't think you're a racist. We're just disappointed that you're being silent in the face of racism amongst your ranks.
So, Mark, how do we properly move forward so it is not accusation after accusation, snarky letters on blogs, and mean-spiritedness? How do we have a productive conversation here, Mark?
Again, it would have been nice if the Crash the Tea Party group and people from the NAACP hadn't shown up this past spring on purpose with exactly those signs for this reason, so they could come back later and do this. We move forward by people like Mr. Jealous stopping the lying, especially to the people in his own group.
By either side calling out extremism in their party, may it be in the NAACP or the Tea Party, is it a part of moving forward by you admonishing what some believe is a racist element, and then the NAACP admonish those who you say are race baiting?
It's impossible for there to be a racist element of the Tea Party. You don't get it. The Tea Party is about human rights. It's about the United States Constitution. The United States Constitution is mankind's foremost human rights document. What about the signs with the president as an African with a bone in his nose? What is that? Is that about the Constitution? Again, those signs were brought to the Tea Parties by Crash the Tea Party, which was a coalition of anti-Tea Party groups. Google Crash the Tea Party.
All right,
you
Mark,
will find it all there. They
we're out of time, Mark. I hate to cut you off, but I do appreciate you coming on and us having what I believe was a cordial conversation.
Find the whole thing.
Mark, bye-bye. Thank you.
Buy my book.
Well, moving on, the real estate market is flooded. As you can see, some people want to promote their product. We're trying to have a conversation, and they want to promote things that they like to sell.